Hello everyone, and welcome to my YNR Official 24 channel. Adam is really shocked that Nikki thinks it is okay to take Lily and Claire from everyone. At the Abbott estate, Diane and Kyle are laughing about the things he makes. Kyle tells Diane about what Harrison said to him, and Claire he wanted them to be together again. Diane wants to know if it worked, if Kyle and Claire are going to try. Kyle says it made him think about it. That was just because it reminded him of the past. He thinks he made a mistake by getting involved with someone so soon after his marriage to someone else ended. Kyle and Diane keep talking. Then Claire asks Kyle out. He has had to learn that relationships need to happen. It is time for him to let go of Claire. Claire has already let go. He can understand that Claire needs to be independent. If fate brings Claire and him together, he would not fight it, but it is not just about him and Claire, and it may not be meant to be for him and Claire. He is sure that Claire is looking for something that he cannot offer to Claire. His mom thinks that he is selling himself short when it comes to him and relationships like him and Claire. I think any woman who does not think Kyle is a guy must be crazy. Kyle knows that he is not like Holden, who's a bit of a wild card. Kyle wants a life. His mom thinks that is a thing, and she is really proud of him for knowing what he wants. She says that she and his dad have taught him well. They remember when things were tough between them because of Victor, and they are thankful that they were able to work things out. Kyle says that he gets all the love and support he needs from his family at home. Kyle feels very lucky to have such a loving family, and Kyle thinks that is all the love and validation Kyle will ever need. Diane thinks that Claire will figure out that running after adventure is not that great. Claire stops by the ranch to visit Nikki. They talk about how strange it feels to not be at work. They really hope that all the trouble will go away soon. It is very scary. Nikki is worried about how all this affecting Victor. Nikki and Claire have tea. Talk about Victor doing things when he wants to. Nikki does not think that getting the company back is worth hurting Victor's health. Claire wants to help Nikki and Victor in any way she can. Claire really wants to help Victor because she cares about him and the company. Nikki is really sure that her family will get control back. She will be able to go back to work. Nikki really hopes that she has something that will keep her mind off things until that happens, something like Holden. Claire tells Nikki that this is weird. The thing that happened between Holden and Audra keeps coming up. It is making everyone uncomfortable. What is more strange is that Audra has started being nice. Nikki cannot trust Holden or Audra. Nikki asks Claire if she has thought about getting together with Kyle. Claire says that she and Kyle do not trust each other, and they want things from life. Nikki tells her friend about the game that Harrison tricked them into playing. That Harrison is really something, Nikki says with a laugh. She notices that this makes Claire happy. Claire is not ready to settle down with one person now, and Kyle is not going to wait for her. Nikki can see that Claire sometimes misses the time she had with Kyle. Nikki shares her experience with Claire, saying that she and Victor have broken up many times. Nikki tells Claire that if she and Kyle are supposed to be, they will figure out a way to make it work. The game that Harrison tricked them into is still on NIKKI'S mind. She cannot stop talking about how crazy Harrison is. Nikki thinks that Harrison is too much to handle sometimes. She will always tell Claire to do what feels right to her. Claire runs into Kyle at Crimson Lights. She has come to Crimson Lights because she wants to eat a maple bacon scone. Then they get some drinks. Talk about Kyle's son, who is a really nice kid. After that, they start talking about the Newman situation. Kyle says he is still looking out for one of the Newmans. Kyle wishes he could help the Newmans. He does not think anyone can get Kane and Phyllis to leave them alone. She asks Kyle if he thinks the Newmans are getting what they deserve because of all the things Victor Newman has done. He says that she is putting him in a tough spot. The thing is, she knows what he has done wrong, but at the time he can be a nice person. Kyle gets where she is coming from. Thinks that they should just agree that they do not see eye to eye. They decide to put the family fight aside for now. Before he leaves, she asks him if he wants to have dinner with her. Adam is with Chelsea at Society. She is talking about how they are all being made to leave their offices. He tells her that his dad has a plan to help them, and he thinks she should wait before making any moves. She is curious about what her father's big plans. He does not tell her anything about it. Not even Nikki can know what the plan is. Chelsea thinks that Victor's plans are probably not good and might be against the law. He tells her that none of this will affect their son. She can see that he is not sure about the plan. He says that it is likely not the best thing to do. They do not have choices, so they have to try everything they can. To her, this all sounds very suspicious. Victor's plan sounds like it could be trouble. Chelsea is worried about what Victor's plan might do to their son and to them. He says that his father wants to make sure everyone has an excuse for what's happening. She tells him that his father is really looking out for his brothers and sisters, not him. He feels good that his father trusts him. Chelsea can tell that he is feeling nervous and she wants him to talk to her about it. He tells her that his father wants to use Lily and the twins to get what he wants. Is his father really going to take Lily and the twins from their home? Chelsea asks. He is surprised that she thinks this plan can actually work. He says that there is no way they can do it without forcing people to do what they want. He does not want to let her down or hurt anyone. Chelsea says she will support the plan. This seems to be the way to get to Kane. Chelsea and Adam meet Nikki at the ranch. Nikki wants Adam to tell her what Victor's plan is. Adam says he cannot go against what his father wants. Chelsea says that she can go against Victor's plan. Adam is really upset with Chelsea. Nikki demands the details and offers not to let one where she heard them. Chelsea explains that Victor wants to get Lily and take kids off the grid and use it as leverage against Kane. After they assure her Lily and the kids won't suffer, Nikki says it could work and her husband is a genius. I know what we need to do, Nikki announces. She wants her life back and she's on board with this if they can get Lily in on the plan. Nikki approves Lily abduction plot on one condition. Nikki Newman is going to say yes to the plan to kidnap Lily Winters. Only if things go a certain way. Nikki Newman will make sure everyone knows where she stands on this. So here is what will happen next. At Society, Chelsea Lawson will keep asking Adam Newman to tell her what Victor Newman is up to. Adam Newman will finally tell Chelsea Lawson that Victor Newman wants to use Lily Winters and the twins to get to Kane Ashby. The Lily Winters abduction plot is really going to happen. Nikki Newman is a part of it. Chelsea is going to be really upset when she hears about the plan to kidnap Lily Maddie Ashby and Charlie Ashby. The idea is to use them to get to Kane. Adam says do not worry Lily, and the kids will be safe. This is a trick to make Kane think they are in trouble. The goal is to scare Kane into giving up the Newman empire that he took. Chelsea knows that Kane loves his family much. She thinks that if Kane believes Lily and the twins are in danger, he might do what they want. Chelsea says that using his family against him could actually work because Kane really cares about Lily, Maddie Ashby, and Charlie Ashby. However, it will be tricky to isolate Lily and the twins without frightening them. At the Newman Ranch, Nikki will have a visit with Claire Newman, so they will discuss all the Newman drama before talk turns to Claire Newman's love life. Claire Newman will admit that Holden Novak's mysterious past with Audra Charles is a problem. Since Claire Newman does not trust Audra Charles, it will be hard for her to trust Holden Novak due to his connection to Audra Charles and whatever they're hiding about the Newman drama and Holden Novak's past with Audra Charles. Claire will also give Nikki updates on Harrison Abbott's matchmaking game, so Nikki will see how she gets excited when talking about Harrison Abbott's matchmaking game. This will make Nikki wonder if Harrison Abbott is the reason for Claire's excitement or if it is really about Kyle Abbott. Claire will feel like Kyle Abbott has made it clear that he cannot keep waiting for Claire to commit to him. So Nikki will believe that if Kyle Abbott and Claire are meant to be together, then they will find their way back to each other. At the Abbott house, Kyle will talk to Diane Jenkins Abbott about Harrison playing matchmaker. Diane Jenkins Abbott will ask if Kyle and Summer still have a chance. Then she will think about Kyle and Claire. She will wonder if there is still hope for Kyle and Claire. Kyle will tell Diane Jenkins Abbott that he would not say no if he got another chance with Claire. Kyle will say that it would have to feel right. After everything that happened with Kyle and Claire, Kyle will know that he should not try to make things happen with Claire. Kyle will think that things with Claire would have to happen. Kyle knows he loves Claire. He probably always will love Claire. He is worried that Claire wants something from him that he cannot give to Claire. Kyle wants to have a life right now, so he cannot give Claire the exciting life that Holden can give to Claire. Diane thinks that Claire is looking for something that will not make her happy in the end. On Kyle sees Claire at Crimson Lights, and he makes a good impression on Claire by remembering that her favorite thing to eat is a certain kind of scone. Claire's going to wonder if Kyle thinks Victor is getting what he deserves for everything he has done. Kyle knows that Claire and Victor really care about each other. Kyle thinks that even though they do not see eye to eye on Victor, it is better if they just agree to disagree about him. So Claire will stop talking about the problems between the Newmans and the Abbotts. When Claire asks Kyle to have dinner with her, he will say yes. Back at the Newman Ranch, Nikki is going to ask Adam and Chelsea some questions about what Victor's planning to do next. Adam does not want to go against what Victor wants and tell Nikki what his dad is planning, even though he already told Chelsea. It is Chelsea who will tell Nikki what is going on. So Nikki will be really worried when she finds out that Victor wants to take Lily, Maddie, and Charlie. Chelsea will say that it will just look like they are being taken. It is not really going to happen. They just need to figure out how to make it look real without scaring Lily or the twins. For this leverage scheme to work, Lily, Maddie, and Charlie would have to be completely off the grid. Nikki will insist she knows what to do and will agree to the plot on one condition. We convince Lily this is how to right Kane's wrongs. We have to bring her into the plan, Nikki will declare on Thursday's YNR episode. Adam Newman finds himself blindsided in a way he never expected when he learns that Nikki Newman, the moral compass he once believed would never fully abandon right and wrong, has quietly thrown her support behind a dangerous and controversial plan that many are already calling what it truly is: the calculated abduction of Lily Winters. A move justified by Victor as a strategic necessity, but one that sends Adam into a spiral of disbelief, anger, and painful clarity, because for Adam, this isn't just another ruthless Newman maneuver. It's proof that the family line he's tried so desperately to walk, between loyalty and conscience, has finally been erased, as Nikki, the woman who once told him that compassion mattered more than control, now stands shoulder to shoulder with Victor, defending the act as a temporary containment meant to protect Chancellor Winters from chaos. Even as Adam sees it as a terrifying escalation that risks destroying Lily's trust, reputation, and emotional stability forever. And what truly stuns him is not Victor's cold logic, but Nikki's calm agreement, her insistence that Lily is too dangerous right now and must be removed from the board before she detonates everything she touches, a justification that hits Adam like a slap because it echoes the very words once used to lock him away, medicate him, and strip him of his autonomy, making this moment feel less like a business decision and more like history repeating itself in the cruelest way possible. While across town Lily senses that something is wrong, an invisible net tightening around her as meetings are cancelled, calls go unanswered, and familiar allies suddenly feel distant, her instincts screaming that she's being isolated, not for her own protection but because someone powerful has decided she's expendable. And when the trap finally snapped shut, engineered with Victor's precision and Nikki's quiet approval, it becomes clear that Lily's disappearance is being dressed up as a retreat, a personal break, even as Adam explodes at the ranch, confronting Nikki with raw fury and disbelief, demanding to know how she could ever justify this, how she could look at Lily, a woman who fought her way up with integrity, and decide she deserved to be taken out of her own life like a liability, only for Nikki to respond with heartbreaking firmness that sometimes survival requires choices that feel unforgivable, especially when the future of their family legacy is at stake. A statement that devastates Adam because it confirms his worst fear, that even Nikki has fully crossed into Victor's world, leaving Adam alone on the outside once again, watching as the people he loves choose power over people, while Victor, unbothered and unrepentant, reminds Adam that empires aren't built on sentiment, warning him that Lily's influence threatened everything they've worked for, and if Adam can't accept that, then maybe he's not a Newman after all, a challenge that cuts deep and forces Adam to confront the truth that being a Newman might mean becoming the very monster he's spent his life running from. And as Adam storms out, shaken to his core, Nikki is left alone with her guilt, staring at a family portrait that suddenly feels more like a reminder of all she's sacrificed than a symbol of pride, because even she knows that supporting this move may have cost her Adam forever. While in another corner of Genoa City, a very different kind of shock ripples outward when Claire Grace, emboldened by recent clarity about who she wants to be and no longer content to live in the shadows of manipulation and fear, makes a bold, unexpected move that no one sees coming. She asks Kyle Abbott out, not with hesitation or excuses, but with quiet confidence, catching Kyle completely off guard and instantly igniting speculation, tension, and unresolved emotion. Because while Kyle has tried to convince himself that his heart is still recovering from everything with Summer, there is something about Claire's honesty, her vulnerability paired with surprising strength, that stops him in his tracks. And when she admits that she's tired of waiting for permission to live her life, tired of being defined by her past mistakes and the secrets forced upon her, Kyle sees a reflection of his own exhaustion, his own desire to step out of the endless Abbott-Newman war and choose someone real. Yet the timing couldn't be more complicated, as Summer senses the shift. Almost immediately, her composure cracking just enough to reveal jealousy she insists she doesn't feel, while Jack watches cautiously, aware that Claire's history is anything but simple and that any connection to her could pull Kyle straight back into chaos, especially with Victor lurking in every corner. And still, Kyle can't deny the spark, the unexpected warmth that comes from Claire seeing him not as an Abbott heir or a strategic pawn, but simply as a man who listens, who understands what it's like to grow up under impossible expectations. And when he finally agrees to dinner, the moment feels deceptively light, almost hopeful, as if Genoa City itself pauses to breathe, even though everyone knows hope rarely comes without consequences. And as Claire walks away smiling, unaware of the storm her courage has unleashed, Kyle is left staring after her, torn between excitement and dread, knowing that one date could change everything, while Adam, elsewhere and alone, grapples with the fallout of Nikki's betrayal, realizing that Lily's abduction isn't just a singular act but a symbol of how far the Newmans are willing to go, and the question now haunting him is whether he can continue to be part of a family that just crossed a line he can never erase, or whether this moment, this shocking, devastating realization, will finally push him to carve a new path, one that may put him directly against Victor, Nikki, and the legacy that has defined his life, setting the stage for an explosive reckoning that will leave no relationship untouched and no secret safe, as Genoa City braces for the consequences of choices made in the name of power, love, and survival. NIKKI'S support for Lily's called containment and Claire's bold move toward Kyle are not just random things that happened. They are all connected. They are like threads in a picture that is falling apart. This picture is about loyalty, identity, and love being pushed to the limit. It starts with Adam, who cannot stop thinking about what Nikki said. He is haunted by her words. How easily she said them. It was like she was talking about something, not about taking away Lily's freedom. Adam is really upset. He is starting to feel angry. He realizes that if Nikki can justify what is happening to Lily, then nobody is safe. Not even him. This makes Adam think about doing something to stop it. He wants to tell the truth about what happened to Lily. He is scared. If he does, it could start a fight that he is not ready for. Victor is already planning what to say to the board, the press, and the public. He is saying that Lily is not stable and needs time away. Nikki is helping him by being calm and believable. At night, she is not so sure. She thinks about Lily's face when she realized Nikki had betrayed her. It is the look Adam had earlier. Hurt and angry. Nikki wonders if she has done something that she cannot undo. Nikki and Adam are both thinking about the things. Loyalty, identity, and love. They are both wondering what they have done, and what they should do next. The situation with Lily's containment is affecting everyone, including Nikki and Adam. They are all in trouble. NIKKI'S support for Lily's containment and Claire's move toward Kyle are the beginning. They are like the threads in a big picture that is falling apart. Lily is not around. People are starting to notice. They are talking about it at Chancellor Winter's because things are not adding up. The emails do not sound like they are from her. Some decisions are being made that do not seem like something Lily would do. The company is now helping Newman interests in ways. This is making Devin and Billy suspicious. They're wondering if Lily really wanted to leave, or if someone made her go. They want to know what is going on. As Devin and Billy look into this, more things are getting scary. The closer they get to the truth, the more Victor is trying to control everything. Victor tells Nikki that they have to be careful about getting rid of problems. This is making Nikki nervous. She knows that when you start working with Victor, you have to do what he says until he says you can stop. Victor is like that. The company Chancellor Winters is in a spot because of Victor and Newman interests. Lily's absence is still a mystery. When Claire asked Kyle out, it was a deal for her. This was the time she was doing something because she really wanted to, not because she was scared or felt like she had to. She was not trying to trick Kyle into going out with her. She just liked him. That felt really good. It was exciting to feel this way, even though she was also a little nervous.